Well, hello, and welcome to another Monday meditation. I am Maddie. You've seen me before, so here I am again. This week we are looking at a story from the Gospel of Mark, and it is a story about being bold. So the story comes from Mark chapter 10, verses 46 through 52. It says, "They came to Jericho, and as he was leaving Jericho with his disciples and a sizable crowd, Bartimaeus, a blind man, the son of Timaeus, sat by the roadside begging. On hearing that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, 'Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me.' And many rebuked him, telling him to be silent. But he kept calling out all the more, 'Son of David, have pity on me.' Jesus stopped and said, 'Call him.' So they called the blind man, saying to him, 'Take courage, get up, he is calling you.' He threw aside his cloak, sprang up, and came to Jesus. Jesus said to him in reply, 'What do you want me to do for you?' The blind man replied to him, 'Master, I want to see.' Jesus told him, 'Go your way, your faith has saved you.' Immediately he received his sight and followed him on the way." So, as I mentioned, this is a story of boldness. And one of the first things that comes to mind when I think of the word boldness is I think of children. They know what they want and they're not afraid to voice it. To many of you, it won't come as a surprise to learn that I was a willful, self-assured, younger child. And a perfect story of this was when I was 3, my parents took me to a siblings class, because at the time my mom was pregnant with my younger sister. And we didn't know that it was going to be a little girl, but I was confident of it. So when the nurse handed me the Cabbage Patch doll to practice holding, she handed me a baby brother. And I promptly handed it right back to her and said, "No, I am not having a brother, I'm having a baby sister. Please give me a baby sister." And my parents are in the back of the class cringing, because at this point we don't know, but it worked out and it was a baby sister. And I think of that when I think of this story of Bartimaeus. Bartimaeus is alongside the road, he knows what he needs, and he's not afraid to cry out to Christ for it, and to continue crying out, and to continue being bold, though the people are telling him to be silent. And what makes it even more extraordinary is the fact that when Christ calls Bartimaeus to meet him, he knows what Bartimaeus needs, but he makes him go that extra step and voice it. He makes him step out and really own what it is that he needs, step into that boldness, and receive his sight. And so as we go this week, and as we are thinking about things to ponder for the week, think about ways that you can be bold. What are ways that you can step forth in your faith and be confident in who you are and ask for what you really and truly need? So enjoy your week and be bold.